my dear friend. I see you. I see the weight you're carrying, the exhaustion in your eyes, and the questions racing through your mind. Financial struggles have a way of gripping us so tightly that it feels like we can't breathe, let alone see a way out. You may feel trapped, defeated, or even hopeless. But let me remind you of something critical. This is not the end of your story. What you're facing right now is a chapter, not the entire book. It's a difficult, painful chapter, yes, but it's temporary. And with every ounce of strength you have, I need you to hold on because brighter days are ahead. You may not see them yet, but they are coming. You are not alone. One of the hardest parts of financial struggles is how isolating they can feel. It might seem like everyone else is thriving while you're just trying to stay afloat. But here's the truth: countless people have walked this path before you. They've struggled, they've fallen, but they've also risen. And so will you. Take comfort in knowing that you are not alone. Millions of people, successful entrepreneurs, thriving parents, leaders in every field, have faced moments like the one you're in now. They've stood in your shoes, questioning how they would make it through. The common thread among them is that they chose to keep going, even when it felt impossible. Think of Steve Harvey, who was once homeless, living out of his car, and struggling to make ends meet while pursuing his dream of comedy. Today, he's a global success. Or consider Chris Gardner, whose story of homelessness and perseverance inspired the film The Pursuit of Happiness. These individuals faced unimaginable challenges, but they used their circumstances as motivation to rise. You have that same strength within you. Your worth is not defined by money. One of the biggest lies financial hardship tells us is that our worth is tied to our bank account. It's easy to feel like a failure when you're struggling, but let me be clear, you are so much more than your financial situation. Your worth is measured by your character, your kindness, your resilience, and the love you give to others. Money is a tool, not a reflection of who you are. Think about the people you admire most in your life. Is it their wealth that makes them special? Or is it their compassion, their strength, their wisdom? When you feel like you're falling short, remind yourself of this truth: your value comes from within. No financial struggle can take that away from you. Focus on what you can control. Financial stress often feels overwhelming because so much of it seems out of our control. The bills keep coming, the expenses pile up, and it feels like the harder you try, the further you fall behind. But even in the chaos, there are things you can control. Start by taking a step back and assessing your situation. Create a list of your priorities. What absolutely needs to be paid and what can wait. Look for areas where you can cut back, even if it's just a little. Small adjustments can add up over time. But more importantly, focus on the actions you can take to improve your situation. Could you pick up a side hustle, even if it's temporary? Could you learn a new skill that might open doors to better opportunities? Let me share an example. During the Great Recession, many people who lost their jobs turned to gig work, such as driving for rideshare companies or freelancing online. These jobs weren't their ultimate goals, but they were stepping stones that allowed them to stay afloat while building for the future. You, too, can find creative ways to navigate this challenging time. Resilience in adversity. Resilience is like a muscle. It grows stronger when it's tested. Every time you face a challenge and push through, you're building your resilience. Think about the last time you overcame something difficult. Maybe it wasn't financial. It could have been a personal loss, a health issue, or a relationship problem. At the time, it felt impossible, didn't it? But you got through it. The same strength that carried you then will carry you now. Every small victory, every bill you manage to pay, every problem you solve, is proof of your resilience. Seek support and resources. You don't have to face this battle alone. There are resources and people who want to help you. If you're feeling overwhelmed, reach out to friends or family members you trust. They may be able to provide emotional support, advice, or even practical assistance. There are also organizations and charities designed to help people in financial hardship. Food banks, financial counseling services, and community assistance programs are there for a reason, to help people like you when times are tough. Don't let pride or fear keep you from seeking the help you deserve. The power of gratitude. When you're struggling financially, it's easy to focus on what you lack. But even in the darkest times, there are things to be grateful for. Gratitude doesn't erase your challenges, but it does help you shift your perspective. Take a moment to think about the blessings in your life. Maybe it's the roof over your head or the meal you had today. Maybe it's the love of a friend or the laughter of a child. These small moments of gratitude can provide the strength you need to keep moving forward. Use this time to learn and grow. Some of the greatest lessons in life come from the hardest times. Right now, you're being challenged to grow in ways you might not even realize. You're learning resilience, resourcefulness, and the value of persistence. Consider this: Walt Disney, one of the most successful creators in history, faced bankruptcy early in his career. He used that experience to learn about business, creativity, and innovation. Today, his name is synonymous with magic and success. What lessons can you take from your current situation? Maybe you're learning to manage money more wisely, to think creatively about solving problems, or to appreciate the simple things in life. These lessons will serve you well long after this hardship has passed. A vision for the future. Finally, I want you to take a moment to imagine your future. Picture yourself a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. See yourself overcoming these challenges and building the life you dream of. Visualizing your goals can be a powerful motivator. Write them down, break them into actionable steps, and remind yourself of them every day. Each step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to that vision. You are a diamond in the making. Remember this: diamonds are formed under pressure. Right now, you are in the process of becoming something extraordinary. This hardship is not here to destroy you. It's here to prepare you for something greater. When you feel overwhelmed, remember, this is not the end. This is your turning point. This is where your story changes. So keep going. Keep fighting. Keep believing in yourself. Because you are stronger than you know, and you are capable of overcoming anything. Your breakthrough is coming, and when it does, you'll look back on this moment with pride, knowing you didn't give up. Hold on, my friend. The best is yet to come. And you will rise.